Hey, this is John Fernay, the co-host of the Maryland Crabs, and I am here today with a Maryland Crabcake for your listening pleasure. What's a crabcake? It's not quite a full episode, it's just a little snippet. Stay tuned and check it out. And make sure you check us out on themarylandcrabs.com. You can follow us on Twitter at MD Crabs Podcast, or find us on Facebook at the Maryland Crabs Podcast. And don't forget, subscribe, rate us, iTunes. Go there now. Good to see you again.
Good to see you too, John. How are you?
Good, man. Thank you for inviting me to Ted and Nina's bar. This is awesome. Ted, thank you for your scotch. It's wonderful.
Actually, it's I'm drinking bourbon, and I would just like to thank Ted and Nina for both going to work today and leaving the house available for us. So I'm just glad that we could both fit through that window. Anyway.
That's true. This is John Fernay, and I am here with Kevin Chaney, who is better known as the MC of the Annapolis Irish Fest from day one. And we are now looking into year 8.
Year 8, that's right. We started in 2011. So here we sit in 2018, and we're still going strong.
It is a 2-day festival that comes into the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds on June 1st and 2nd. And we've got a lot of new stuff and a lot of fun stuff on the horizon.
Absolutely. Had to get one in there. So that's one for anybody that's counting. That's my first absolutely of the day. Certainly, we've got some new things going on. One of the things that I think is going to be kind of cool is we're doing the clan tents. So Irish and Scottish clans can come in and set up a tent to kind of celebrate their family heritage, which is really a cool idea. There's also a
so is there going to be like a little clan village with where all the tents are?
Yeah, that's the idea, right? We're going to have so folks can come in and set up the tents for their clans.
So you're a
whatever it happens to be.
You're
that's
a McDonald,
right. And you can find, if you don't know your clan, you can find your clan, and I think that's a really cool ad for this year.
And if you don't have a kilt for your clan, I know you can buy a kilt, because I bought a kilt, but I've never had the nerve to wear it.
Yeah, I'm not really a kilt kind of guy, so I've never done that. So people keep asking when they're going to see me in a kilt, and I haven't lost that bet yet.
Throw a challenge out.
Oh, no.
Throw a challenge out.
No.
Pass a bucket around the Irish Festival and say, hey, if we can fill this up with $10,000.
Okay, $10,000 is a good number.
$10,000, I'll do anything.
Within reason. $10,000 and I'll wear a kilt. Absolutely.
You heard it here, folks. And now we know what snippet's going out. $10,000 gets Kevin Chaney in a kilt.
That's right. I think that's a good one. $10,000 raised for charity. I'm good. I will wear a kilt for that.
But charity, you do charity for the Irish Festival every year. And I don't have the number, and I don't know whether you do, but I know that there has been probably close to, at this point, $250,000, I believe, given over the last 8 years.
Yeah, I certainly couldn't and wouldn't quote the exact number, but we are definitely well north of $200,000 raised through this event for local organizations, which really is what it's all about, right? So this is an organization that we come together every year, and we put on this festival, and there's many volunteers that go into this, many volunteer hours that go into this thing. It truly is a labor of love for most of us, and the idea that we're able to raise money and donate money back to our local communities, and like I say, being north of $200,000, being able to charitable donations, I think is just a terrific.
It really is. In years past, there's been the Chesapeake Bay Trust, there's been the Hospice of the Chesapeake, there's been the Chesapeake Bay Foundation, there's been some smaller things, Bello McRae as well. There's been, and I remember that they used to do the presentation at one of the summer concert series.
Yep, we've done that in the past as well. So
where it's just phenomenal. So this is not just all about listening to great music and getting drunk, although that is a key component of it.
It tends to happen sometimes, yes. It's an Irish festival. Always lots of great music. So I'll let the other comments slide right now. But certainly from a music standpoint, we've been very blessed to have some terrific bands, and and this year is no exception. We've got some. I call them part of the Annapolis Irish Festival family, right? So we've got some steadfast members of the family that come back every year. Our friends Scythian come into town and do that. They're with us on Friday night this year. Our friends Carbon Leaf, actually both Virginia bands. Carbon Leaf will be back this year as well, and Gaelic Storm, who wanted to come back so bad to support us that not only are they coming Friday night, which was the original conversation we had with them, but they were able to free up some schedule and push some things around to join us on Saturday as well. So we get Gaelic Storm for 2 nights, and I'm pretty sure that's the first time that's happened for us to have them. And I will throw a shout out because I understand that part of them being here with us on Saturday night means that they're going to get up very, very early on Sunday and spend a lot of time driving all the way up to Boston for another show. So they're going to
to be a fly in that van.
Yeah, it may be very, very quiet, but we certainly appreciate what they're going to go through on Sunday to give us a great show on Saturday.
Well, one thing that many people may not know is that Patrick Murphy, the lead singer for Gaelic Storm, lives here in Annapolis.
Yes,
and indirectly, his being here in Annapolis is a result of the founder of the Irish Festival.
Oh, yes. I caught myself on that one. As a matter of fact, Patrick Murphy is how I met Eddie McGowan. So it was interesting that I met him first, and that drive of Irish music and certainly Gaelic Storm. We've had many sold out nights for Gaelic Storm at the Ram's Head that were all hosted by Eddie, and that was good time. So being able to bring Gaelic Storm to the Annapolis Irish Festival and host them truly, at this event has been one of the fine moments in the festival.
Well, I'll tell you the story that I've heard about Patrick Murphy is that somebody had introduced him.
And they're all true, by the way, whatever you heard.
It introduced him to Eddie McGowan at one point, and they went out and just had the greatest time that perhaps they may or may not have remembered it all, and said, this is kind of a cool place. I think I want to live here, and it's
that's how Patrick ended up here. That's right. We have a great Irish community here. Not necessarily everybody from Ireland or have ever been to Ireland, but it's certainly a community of folks that love the Irish and love Irish heritage music. And they got their claws into Patrick Murphy and showed him what Annapolis is all about. And then he ended up moving from LA and settling here. Yep.
Has a wife and a kid.
2 kids.
2 kids now.
2 kids.
So, that's phenomenal. But Gaelic Storm is one of my favorite bands. Mm-hmm. 2 nights in a row. We see them here on Friday and Saturday. Now, Friday night, the festival opens up at 4 o'clock. And I believe if you have a ticket that you buy in advance at AnnapolisIrishFestival.com, you can get in an hour early.
30 minutes. I
30 minutes
believe
early.
It's 30 minutes early. So
stake your spot.
Get your spot in the lawn out in front of the stage, wherever you want to be. Go check out the clan tents or whatever it happens to be. But yeah.
But Friday night is something special too. It's an abbreviated festival. It starts late in the afternoon, so you don't have to work, but you can work if you want, if you're so inclined to do such silliness like that on the eve of an Irish festival. But it does get underway at 4 o'clock. It goes till about 11.
Yep.
And that is also military and first responders night.
Correct. So, when the festival started, it was a Saturday festival. And over time, we started to add a Friday night. And really, it started out as a Friday night concert, right? We were just going to do a Friday night concert. And it was pretty small type. You had, a band would come out and we'd do a set. And that started it. So and Friday night has kind of taken on a life of its own. And for the last several years, we've been doing a military and first responders salute. For the military and first responders, if you have an ID, you can get in for free, and you can bring somebody along with you.
So that's 2 for the price of none.
2 for the price of none on a Friday night. So there's no reason not to be there to celebrate our military and first responders. And we always put together a great little program between the music to celebrate.
There is a great tribute. I know in years past that you've had like the garrison commander from Fort Meade that has come out to do that. I heard rumors that the lieutenant governor may be there this year, but I'm not sure whether that's true or not. You're looking at me quizzically going, I hadn't heard that rumor.
Well, I had heard somebody from Annapolis, but it wasn't him. But I don't know yet, to be honest with you.
Another Irish guy named Hogan?
I am not saying that. I don't know that for sure. I know that there have been conversations about who's going to do that. So, but we always find somebody that's great to talk.
So it's something not to miss.
It is definitely something not to miss, and it's always a terrific tribute. So we do the. we have the Caledonians come in and launch that, and they march in and with the pipes and drums, and it's always a great piece of the festival on that Friday evening.
It really is, and personally, I can't stand bagpipes. And I know that's sacrilege, but I mean, hey, I'll own it. I will own it. But I'll tell you, when the Caledonian pipes and drums come out, it's impressive.
They do it. They always do a terrific job, and the Chesapeake Caledonian pipes and drums really are. They're our home team, right? So this is their home court. So we enjoy having them, and they're around all weekend long.
Right. Well, on Saturday, the festival really kicks into high gear.
Yep.
Opens up at 11 a.m.
11 a.m. And if you buy your tickets online, you can get in 30 minutes early then too.
Again, stake your spot out on the lawn. Find the best place to go. You can actually, if you want to roll VIP, you can roll VIP as well.
Yep.
Tickets are available for that, and I think there's a legal thing there that you couldn't really say unlimited beer, so we say unlimited refreshments.
Okay. All right, I like that.
Okay, so you read between the lines if you're listening to this.
How about unlimited fun? We can say unlimited fun.
Unlimited fun.
Unlimited fun. So, and the VIP is something that folks have enjoyed in the past. We didn't have a VIP section last year where we sold VIP tickets, and one of the things that we heard for sure was that folks loved that option. It's a tented area with a great spot for the main stage, so people love the proximity of being there for the entertainment. It comes with its own bathrooms.
Yes, so, there you go. Winning,
right? So the location, music, and pitchers of beer for the gents, if you will, and certainly for the ladies as well. But the ladies always seem to appreciate the fact that the VIP tickets come with the bathroom.
I appreciate that too. A great story. My daughter volunteered a couple years ago. She had wanted to go to use the bathroom, and she was back in the VIP area, and the security was like, yeah, no, you didn't have the VIP wristband. She said, well, like, I'm a volunteer. And he says, I don't care. If you don't have the wristband, you're not going to use the bathroom. Real hard-ass security. So she comes back to me. I'm behind stage. And she says, hey, Dad, what do? I got to,
Right.
And she says, I don't want to go to the porta potties. They're gross. And I said, okay. I said, tell you what. You go up to the guy and you say, look, I was sent here to check on the toilet paper in the ladies' room. If you're going to prevent me from doing that, I would like your name so I can let every lady know exactly who to talk to because she doesn't have toilet paper. And my daughter's looking at me going like, okay, are you knucking futz?
Right.
And I'm like, no, go for it. And she goes up and says, I'm just here to check the toilet paper in the ladies' room. I said, if I can't get it, then he says, go right away.
There's always more than one way to skin that cat.
There's a will, there's a way.
That's right.
But VIP is a good way to roll. It's tented, it's seated, it's got a great view of the stage. It does have a private entrance. Like I say, it's got unlimited refreshments. And
it's always a party. The VIP area is always a party. So
it is.
So it's a terrific way to roll. Absolutely.
It is. Oh, and we didn't mention, but tickets on Friday night are $15 per person.
Yep.
And I'm not exactly sure what the VIP is for Friday night or Saturday night.
Let's see. I was smart enough to write it down. $100 for a VIP for Friday night. And then on Saturday, your general admission is $25, and the VIP is $125.
Okay. Not a bad deal at all.
Not a bad deal at all.
Saturday, we've got the full-on fest, but we also have an exhibition pipe competition. Right. There's some guy that I don't know, but apparently he's a big deal.
E.J. Jones. You've never heard of E.J. Jones? Well, as a guy who loves bagpipes, I'm surprised you've never heard of E.J. Jones.
Of E.J. Jones. Is that Quincy Jones's brother?
You know what? I'm not sure. They may be related distantly. E.J. Jones is a terrific bagpipe player. So not only is E.J. helping with the pipe competition down in the field, but his band, the E.J. Jones Band, will also be performing for us as well on Saturday. So you get a pretty good taste of E.J. Jones and bagpipes.
Well, yay! What do you know about the bagpipe competition?
Not a whole heck of a lot.
No?
I think there's going to be bagpipes.
Yeah?
It's down in the field.
Competing.
And they're going to compete.
Yeah. So that means there'll probably be judges.
There'll be judges. It'll be a judged bagpipe competition down in the field.
Will everybody get ribbons?
I'm not sure if everybody gets a participation ribbon or not.
Come on. This is 2018. Everybody gets a participation ribbon.
But I will tell you what, I would encourage folks to come out, go down to the field, find out what's going on, and then come on up to the main stage and tell the MC what in the heck is going on down there. Because that way I would...
Because God knows he doesn't know what
I
the
don't know
hell's
this one.
going on.
No, right. I know. I should know this one. It's a nice twist, though, to the festival. It adds a bit of the heritage to the festival that people clamor for, and I think the feedback from that will be pretty good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you talk about the heritage and whatnot as well, and I think that's one of the things that I enjoy about the Irish Festival, is not being an Irishman myself, but to see the heritage there. I mean, you go to so many of these festivals, and it's like, hey, I was in the mood for some gutters. I hope they have a gutter vendor, or
right.
Maybe a sunroom would be perfect to buy at the Irish Festival, right. But it's not that. I mean, you've got crafters that are doing jewelry. You've got certainly the clan type people that are selling the kilts and the T-shirts and the heritage stuff. You've got the woodworking. You've got the leatherworking people and everything else there. And I will say that this festival is probably the best festival that I go to as far as the diversity of the vendors. And it's not, pardon the language, but it's not the same old shit you see at every other festival throughout.
I think that's something that we've tried really hard to do. It's a little pat on the back, but certainly we've been fortunate enough to build up a successful festival that vendors want to be at because of the crowds we draw. And for that reason, we're able to go through and be a little bit picky, if you will, about filling out the spots that we do have for vendors, because it is limited. There's only so much real estate for it.
Sure.
So, and that's one of the things that we try very hard to do, is to try to bring in vendors that really match the tone of the festival itself.
That's true. And I imagine, not quite Irish, but I imagine there will be a cell phone vendor there as well. Because typically there is, and that's a good place to recharge your phone during the day so you can Instagram and tweet and everything else. So that's...
Oh, please use your social media when you come out, right? Everybody's got their phones in their hands. So when you come out to the festival,
and I'm looking at Kevin's T-shirt, and it says #IrishMD. So if you're an Irish doctor, that's the hashtag you want to use.
That is one of our hashtags. That's a good one to use.
Or #AIF for Annapolis Irish Festival 2018.
Yep, that's the other one.
Which is good. You want to make sure you follow on Facebook at the Annapolis Irish Festival, and you could also look over to Twitter, and that is at Annap Irish Fest. So we abbreviate Annapolis, and we get rid of the Olis, and we get rid of the Ibble in Fest.
I just want to, quickly, because I didn't get a chance earlier. We do have the Gothard sisters back this year.
Oh, they're fun,
right? Everybody loves the Gothard sisters. They're.
I introduced them to my kids when the first year they were here as their future stepmothers.
There you go, right? And I've got some terrific stories about those ladies, and just some of the nicest people you will ever meet in your life. So, and certainly very, very talented. So happy to have them back. And for all you weekend Irish out there, Barley Juice will be back on the main stage this year.
Are they out of Harrisburg?
Yeah, they're a PA group. And
are they did they do a cover of the Clash London Calling by chance?
Yes, I believe that they did.
That was kick ass.
They people enjoy them. They're always a party. And so certainly Keith and the gang will be back down. So for all you weekend Irish who love you some Barley Juice will be in the house, and always fun to introduce them and bring them out on stage.
Gaelic Storm, Scythian, Carbon Leaf. Barry will be back with his band.
Yep. So we have plenty of fantastic entertainment for folks.
Seamus Kennedy is always there. And
Seamus. Another local lad.
It was very funny. One time I had never seen Seamus other than doing the kids show and whatnot there, until I went to a party at Eddie McGowan's house one time, and Eddie and he was not doing the kids show, and it was great. But Seamus Kennedy is going to be performing, but he's also going to be doing and judging and reading a limerick contest that the festival is having.
Yes. Seamus judging a limerick contest is an absolutely perfect match, and I'm very much looking forward to hearing him read, say, the winning submission, and probably some of the others as well. If you've never seen Seamus, please do. Make time. Even if you just catch the kids show with Seamus, you will be glad you did. And if you get an opportunity to see Seamus, he'll be up on the Galway stage.
There's a lot of innuendo in his kids show.
Yeah, well, just like many cartoons and comic books, right? So he can tell a tale, and he can do it in a safe way. If you get a chance to see either of his shows, whether it be the kids show or if you get a chance to see him up on Galway stage doing his regular show, not only is he funny and a heck of an entertainer, but the man can play and sing. So
he can.
So it's good fun and laughs, and we have a great time when you go to one of his shows. But you will be truly entertained as well. The gentleman knows how to play, and the gentleman knows how to sing.
And he's going to be reading your limerick if you submit the winning limerick. And you can send that by email to info@AnnapolisIrishFestival.com. You can do it on Facebook. I don't think you can do it on Twitter just because there's not enough characters in Twitter. But maybe write it out, take a picture of it, and send it as an attachment or something like that. But submit that by May 25th, and the winner will be selected, and they will get 2 VIP tickets for Saturday with unlimited, quote, fun.
Unlimited fun.
Unlimited fun.
Unlimited fun.
And a private bathroom and a private entrance.
That's right.
To do there. You're going to have a crush bar, too.
Oh, the Crush Bar. I forgot about the Crush Bar. That's new this year, right? So
that's where lonely guys go up and look for lonely women and have crushes on them.
That's exactly what that is.
Okay, good. So now we solved that. So what else?
But it's covered. So it's a covered bar. Of course, we're expecting beautiful weather because we've moved the festival. For those of you who have been with us through the July festivals, the first several years, where it got a tad warm and maybe a tad wet.
Annapolis hot as F. Festival.
Right. So there's nothing like having an Irish festival, in the middle of July when it was going to be 95 to 100 degrees.
And throw in a violent thunderstorm or two. And
last year's move to the first weekend in June proved to be fantastic. The weather was incredible. People loved it, and we're looking forward to the same kind of thing. And it's a beautiful day on Saturday, and as the sun goes down and you get that beautiful early June evening, the weather should be fantastic. So we're looking forward to that.
It really is. Again, it's the Annapolis Irish Festival coming into town at the Anne Arundel County Fairgrounds the 1st and 2nd of June 2018, and it is the 8th version of this. Always changed up every year. A lot of surprises coming up that you may not know about that we're not at liberty to disclose right now.
True. And for $10,000 raised for charity, you might see me in a kilt for the first time. So that would
$20,000 he won't wear underwear.
Oh my goodness. Wow. Wow. Okay. Wow.
but we'll keep him off the stage, so there's none of that.
There you go.
That's right. That's right. The first person that can get 2 VIP tickets for the person that can get. You give me photographic proof whether Kevin's wearing underwear under his
kilt. This went south really, really quick. Wow. Oh my goodness. So there's a number, 20 grand. Is that what we said?
10 grand for the kilt, 20 grand for commando under the kilt.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
I tell you, the Irish Festival is a lot of fun. I mean, we've having fun here, sucking down Ted's bourbon.
One more time, shout out to Ted and Nina for giving us a place to host this. Sorry I didn't ask you beforehand, but I do appreciate you going to work on a Friday afternoon so we could slide into your place and do this. And Ted, thanks for leaving the bourbon out. We really do appreciate it.
That's right. And Nina, Ted is the guy that runs like the backstage. He moves the bands in and out.
Once again, this festival runs on the backs of its volunteers, and Ted and Nina, absolutely part of that. Ted is, you'll see him out on stage, getting all the bands moved in, moved out. He keeps things moving back there. So as we segue from one band to the next and get everything set up, he's right there as a volunteer.
He's there pulling his hair out, and it grows back every year.
Time. You'll see him out there with the, we do hire professional sound and production companies, but Ted is right there, and he makes it all happen as our stage manager on the main stage.
Now, is Nina doing volunteers again this year?
Nina is doing volunteers. She's doing part of the volunteers. Because of the number of volunteers it takes to do this, we've kind of split things up a little bit in the way we do that. So we've got different groups and doing different functions so that it doesn't all fall to one person. So maybe Nina can actually...
So Nina can have hair next year.
Nina can have some hair and maybe enjoy the festival a little bit on, herself.
She's great. I remember every festival I've always got to sort of, okay, just breathe. No. It will be fine.
Yes. So we're trying to make things a little easier for folks. Like I said, we appreciate all the volunteer hours, and I think kind of reconfiguring that a little bit might help keep people from going quite so crazy, and maybe they can actually enjoy the festival, a bit themselves.
If you would like to volunteer, you can go to the AnnapolisIrishFestival.com, and there's a contact button there, and you can send your request in there. When you volunteer, you have to pay double the admission price, and you have to buy everybody beer. No, you get a very cool T-shirt. It's a one-of-a-kind T-shirt.
Yep.
And you do get free admission to the festival, and you work in shifts. I mean, it's not like you've got to work a full 12 hours or anything like that as well.
No, we certainly, like I said, the volunteers make this thing go. So if you would like to volunteer, once again, you get a T-shirt and you get in for free. So you can, give us a few hours of volunteer time, and then you can go enjoy the rest of the festival.
That is true. And you got some sponsors, too. You got the Green Turtle, which is a great sponsor to the festival. You've got Galway Bay, which has been there forever. They've got their own stage, and they've got a banner.
Yes, they do.
They've got a very fancy banner.
The Galway Bay stage. Homestead Gardens is another one. Buck Distributing, and then this year the hotel for the festival. The festival hotel is DoubleTree. We're at the DoubleTree in Annapolis. They're the festival's hotel this year.
And that's the one right on River Road.
Right
on Holiday Court.
So they've got a festival rate. So if you and it's nice and close to the festival grounds. So if you're looking for a place to stay in Annapolis during the weekend, the DoubleTree is the place to go.
And other bands, I'm just looking at the lineup. You've got the 19th Street Band that's jumping in there, aside of the other ones that we had already mentioned there. You've got Irish dancers from different schools. You've got Seamus and his kids show. You've got Poor Man's Gambit, E.J. Jones, which you had mentioned as well. So there's a lot of entertainment, a lot to keep you up on your toes. Or if you prefer to sit on your butt, you can do that too. And that's just watch it all go by.
That's right.
Learn more at AnnapolisIrishFestival.com. Go to their Facebook page. You can just look for the Annapolis Irish Festival and actually put the in there. I don't know why they did that, but the Annapolis Irish Festival. Twitter, Annap Irish Fest, and buy your tickets. Check out the main stage and see if Kevin Chaney's wearing any underwear under his kilt.
What do you think, John? Maybe one more than the check? We'll get out of here?
Yeah, that's about it. Hey, thank you very much for spending some time. I'm looking forward to the Irish Festival, as I have been for the last 7 years. I'm looking forward to the 8th and the 9th and the 10th, and we'll see what comes up in the next few years, and I'm looking forward to the surprises for this year.
Great. Should be a terrific time. Come on out and join us, everyone.
Hey, really quickly, this is John. This is done after the interview, but there is a code out there to save $5 off tickets to the Annapolis Irish Festival. And if you go to AnnapolisIrishFestival.com, buy your tickets before 11:59 p.m. on May 25th, use the code AIF. Original, huh? And you will save $5 on every one of your general admission tickets.